What is up everyone, SuperaTom here, and in today's video I am going to Okay, I get it. You guys just can't wait to get your hands on both Klee and Kazuha, isn't it? But it's tough. So in this video, we're going to have Klee and Kazuha go head to head with each other to see who's gonna get the chance to rip you off of your hard-earned Primo Gems. Okay, the cycle just keep on repeating itself, isn't it? We save, we spend it all, then we work our ass off to save again. Please, Mihoyo, just one free 5-star character, please? Like anyone I think should be good. So before we dive in and analyze which character is more suitable for you, here's a disclaimer. And if you've watched some of my past video on which character to choose, then I've expressed this point a million times. So here's the most important question of all, and that is, which character do you feel you would enjoy playing more if you can't choose two characters at once? And this falls down to in terms of whose playstyle do you enjoy more? Is it Klee, a catalyst user, or Kazuha, a flashy sword wielder? Number 2, do you prefer Lolly? Lollipop. Would you guys just listen until I finish? Yeez. Or a husbando. I'm sure many of us are happy right now because of the lack of male character we're having, so hooray! Number 3, do you think you'd enjoy traveling the world with that character, or are they just going to be sitting in the back of the garage with sorry Amber? So those are a few questions for you to consider as to which character you'd feel you enjoy playing more, because you know the whole point of playing the game is to enjoy yourself, right? However, if you're someone who needs to consider to get that 36 stars in the abyss, then let's dive in to see who's the potential fit for your team. For this, we'll first look into both pros and cons of Klee and Kazuha, and without further ado, let's just jump right in. First, let's take a look at Klee. For pros, her normal attack do pyro damage since she's a catalyst user, which means that it sets off elemental reaction super easy, resulting in a high consistent damage number. Not only that, her normal attack deals pyro AoE damage unlike many other catalyst users, so she's going to be a really great character that can apply pyro element very well. Her elemental skills cast out mines that stays when she switch out and deals pyro AoE damage as well, which can help Klee become a support by applying pyro elements when she's not on the field. Her burst is super strong, which she continuously summons a laser beam to attack the enemies, and this lasts for 15 seconds and the cooldown is only 20 seconds, and that usually leaves you a 5-second cooldown as a whole, so that's a really short cooldown time. So all in all, her kit really helps her in chaining combo with a really large area of effect. Moreover, her charge attack can actually launch big enemies, and even though she's considered as a main DPS, she also has pretty decent support potential. Like after unlocking passive talent 2, whenever she charges her attack that scores a critical hit, all of the party member will gain 2 energies, and that is pretty good. As for her cons, well, just like any other catalyst user, Klee is basically useless against pyro slime. So if you're going into an abyss or a domain that has a lot of pyro slime, then you'll be having to rely on another DPS. Her attack has relatively short range, so you have to get close to the enemy. Furthermore, her attack doesn't track down enemies like other catalyst users like Ningguang, Yanfei, and Barbara, so it's not ideal against that moves around too much or has teleport capability like the Electro Mage. Also, she's quite squishy in a sense, and combine that with her melee combat style, you should have at least one shield support if you want to use her efficiently and have her stay alive for a longer period of time. Her burst can make her into a bit of a selfish DPS because it's only available when you're having Klee on the field, so to utilize this, you will be having Klee as your main DPS. That is for Klee. Now, here's our very first husbando from Inazuma.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Please don't hate me for saying this, but for some reason I keep on seeing Kazuha as a combination of Ether and Ningguang. Lumin, you either need help with procrastinations. Anyhow, for his roles, he's a very versatile character that can fit into any team comp because he can either be a main damage dealer, a support DPS, or a full support character, which pretty much fits into any spot of your team. He has really good scaling and his passive can boost party elemental damage to at least 52% if you use a 4-piece very distant set with a normal EM built on him of let's say 400 elemental mastery. His jumps during E skills cast him quite high into the air, and he also gets passive talent that reduce stamina consumption, so he will be very useful when exploring the open world. As for its cons, to be honest, there's not much of a downside to Kazuha that I can see, at least as of now. The only thing is that if you're going to be relying on swirl damage, it's only going to be useful when you're fighting enemies that can be affected by different elements. It's pretty much useless when fighting slime and doesn't do much damage on one big enemies. Also, as an Anemo character, Kazuha lacks elemental reaction that can break shield enemies, which is pretty much a downside to Anemo element, so he will have to rely on his teammate instead. Okay, so we've got a look at the pros and cons of the two characters. Now, the question comes for you to look into is that which one is going to be more suitable for your team? Now, that's a question that I've been seeing people ask, and I would want to address this first. And that is, does later patch character becomes more OP than the earlier patch character like Klee? And as to this point in time, I would definitely say no, because take Ganyu for example, she was released back in patch 1.2, but still remains to be one of the most OP character up until now. Klee as well, she has the potential to be an amazing pyro DPS, especially in the current Abyss floor 12, where there are tons of water mobs and ice mage. So if you've happened to miss out on Hu Tao or Diluc, Klee is going to be a very good addition as a main pyro DPS character on your team. But if you've currently got Yanfei and already built her up, I would say that Yanfei is a very good substitute for Klee, since both of them have many similarities. However, if you feel that you've got enough DPS on the team right now, then Kazuha is no doubt in a better position right now, because firstly, he basically can fit into any role in the team, but moreover, his support capability is very good, which gives you decent crowd control and provide your main DPS a huge elemental damage buff. It's really been a while since we had a 5-star support character. Well, hopefully that have helped you make a better decision. But we are not done yet, because this is the question that I also get a lot, and it's a very common one, is that what if I want both character? Well, this is a common question that everyone wants to solve, right? So if you want both character, here are some solutions that I can come up with right now. Is that number 1, what if you invested in a bit of Walking Moons this month? It's only a price of a cup of tea, guys, and you get up to 3k Primogems. Number 2, here's another practical one. You pull for Klee this time and wait for Kazuha's rerun, because it's already Klee's second banner, so we won't know when she will be coming back. As for the third one, well, just basically go all in with your Primogems on both character. Who knows, right? It's RNG. There are chances that you probably get both character within 90 pulls. Who knows? Guys, try your luck if you really want to test the RNG. Kind of like a gambling advice, but it's your Primogem, so it's going to be your decision, right? Well guys, I hope the video have been of help to you to choose between Klee or Kazuha. If it did, be sure to subscribe to my channels as I post daily content bringing you the latest guides, news and updates on Genshin Impact, with some funny moments as a cherry on top. If you are still having trouble deciding, just comment down below and I will get to you there. And with that, this is Tom wishing everyone a super day.